something that you don't like? Okay, so I like a lot of things and I love a lot of things, but what I don't like, I've written a list: rude people, cold rainy weather, the London commute, not fond of animals, sorry, they're just really scary, arrogance and racism, snobs. I really dislike snobs. I just think, why are you a snob? And spicy food. I'm trying to, you know, get a bit more into spice, but it's just a long road. And bad smells. Oh my gosh, my nose is so sensitive. Welcome to St. Rose of London. Thank you for joining me on my spiritual journey, and here to talk about astrology and spirituality. Today I'm going to do another Q&A for you. I was meant to do it weekly, but the questions have been coming in and in and in, so I'm so grateful. So I'm going to answer your questions, so let's get into it. So I'm reading off here. So it says, the first question: do you trust people easily? No. No, I don't trust people easily. I always trust my gut feeling about someone. I kind of like to know, obviously psychology is my background, so I like to ask questions. I like to know who the person really is, where they come from, how do they think, what triggers them, and I just like to get a vibe of a person. If I feel like I can trust that person, then I will do, you know. But I don't trust easily. I have to go off the vibe first. What is your favorite song? I love, okay, I'm really bad with names and remembering. I love Twist and Turn, Twist and Turn it. And I love, I think, what's that song called? Oh my gosh, I've gone blank now.
It's called with Daniel Marley and her. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me, you know it's gonna be on my YouTube. Oh my gosh, there's so many I like actually. What is it called? Okay.
Sorry. The song is Skip Marley and her. It's called Slow Down. Slow down. Gonna let me love you. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's another song called Royalty. Protege, Like Royalty. Love it. But I always have favorite songs. They, you know, my favorite song could be lasting for like months on end. So I love music. I love all songs. Those are my, you know, favorites at the moment that I just have to dance. Best movie for me, again, I can't choose these best things. One of my favorite movies, I absolutely love Avatar. Okay, and it's coming back. I love Avatar. I love Cloud Atlas. You know, it confuses me. I still don't understand, but I will not give up. I have to watch it another 10 times. I will get it. I love The Matrix. I love Inception. There's so many movies. My genre is sci-fi, futuristic, anything to do with that. I love it. I absolutely love it. What type of people do you really love to talk to? I like to talk to open-minded people, people who love to think deeply. I do not like shallow conversations, so someone I can get straight into it with, like, why are we here? What's the meaning of the world? How do you be happy? Why does this happen? What do you think about this? What's the hidden message to this? Like, I love deep thinkers. You know, I love people obviously who are into spirituality, because it's just fun to be able to talk you know, how you want to. I love people that are open-minded as well, so they can, you know, I can learn from them, they can learn from me. I love positive people. You know, I think we all need a positive friend sometimes that can just be like, listen, it's not as bad as it seems, okay? This is how we're gonna move forward. And I just love people who have a kind heart, and you can see it, you know, a nice, happy spirit, kind heart, and that's it really. I like talking to nice people. What can you tell us about yourself? My name? No, I guess I can tell you that I'm on my journey. I'm at the beginning of my journey because it's a lifelong thing. I'm excited to see what happens next. You know, I am always led by my dreams, always. So, you know, I feel like my dreams show people's true intentions. I've had dreams before where the person wasn't very nice in the dream, and you know, years, months later, I found out that the person wasn't that good, you know, and I wholeheartedly trust my dreams. So if it happens in my dreams, I'm like, yep, it's coming, or yeah, that's for me, and I know that's divinely led. So I'm heavy on my dreams and I trust them. You know, my dreams will tell me everything. What else can I say about myself? I'm working on sharing my voice. I used to obviously do a lot of dancing and performance on stages, you know, musicals, theatre. I used to do, like, dancing is everything. So I used to do, like, you know, Irish dancing, tap, ballet, contemporary. I tried street dance a couple of times, didn't work out. You know, and I think it used to, like, my dad also used to force me. Anytime there was a camera or a stage, he was like, you need to get up there now. And I always be like, no, I don't want to go. And I end up doing it, and I'm happy for it. So I think I've always needed to have that push to actually go on a stage, actually share my story, actually, you know, be seen. That's the right word. I've always needed a push, but obviously now I'm getting older, I have to do this for myself. YouTube for me, as I said, is a way for me to exercise my throat chakra and, you know, practice speaking my truth, which is something I've struggled with. So I'm practicing, and thank you for watching. It's helping, you know. So I think everyone sees me as being confident, but actually I'm here to say that I work at it, and then I'm happy that I do, because I'm like, well done, Dion. I always praise myself. I always, you know, say I love you to myself. And I think that just, you know, it makes you happy, you know, even if you're fake smiling, like, after 10 seconds you're actually really smiling, because you're like, why am I doing this? I'm so silly. So yeah, that's a couple of things. More things will probably come out in more Q&As, but I think that's a nice little memo for you. That's what comes to mind, so that's what you need to hear. What do you want right now? Oh my gosh, I've been craving guava juice. It's not going to be real guava juice because I'm in London and I don't know where they are. But I've been craving that, and I'm gonna get that right now, and I'm gonna probably drink the whole bottle. I'd have any wish I'd be on a Caribbean island.
Sipping on some icy, which is a soda drink in St. Lucia. You know, I'd be on the beach, listening to the waves, looking at the sun, getting suntan, getting sun-kissed. I'd be watching, you know, the palms just blowing in the wind, and I'd be surrounded by family and friends, and, you know, I'd feel love from the nature and everyone around me. Everyone would be in good vibes. I have a little, you know, sip of some alcohol, and everything would be good. I'd be listening to good music. I'd be driving with the windows down, and I could go on and on and on and on, but this is where I'd want to be.
I think there was another question that said, where do you really want to travel? That's the same thing. I said I really want to travel to St. Lucia, but also in my lifetime I want to visit Egypt, major breakthrough, and different countries in Africa and other Caribbean islands. That's where I want to be. Obviously I'll do like a Europe here and there, but these are, I need to do this in my lifetime. What is the most popular sport in your country? Football. Is there something that you don't like? Okay, so I like a lot of things and I love a lot of things, but what I don't like, I've written a list: rude people, cold rainy weather, the London commute, not fond of animals, sorry, they're just really scary, arrogance and racism, snobs. I really dislike snobs. I just think, why are you a snob? And spicy food. I'm trying to, you know, get a bit more into spice, but it's just a long road. And bad smells. Oh my gosh, my nose is so sensitive. Bad smells just really, like, I don't know, obviously what you smell goes to your brain, but I feel like it just puts me, like, it's just a panic. I don't know what it is about bad smells, but I can't handle it. I just can't. So my nose is really sensitive. I need to be smelling nice things, and that's one of the reasons why I started making candles, which, you know, you'll get to know. I haven't launched yet, but I'm obsessed with smells, you know. I think, you know, sometimes you smell something and it smells like a person you used to know, a place you used to go to, just puts you in that state. It puts you in a nice state, and that's what I'm all here for. Oh, and I don't like superficial people, and I don't like, you know, materialistic people. I'm just like, wake up. And I don't like shallow conversations. Like, sometimes it's needed, you know. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Oh, nice to see you. Okay, see you later. Like, sometimes it's needed, you know, but I really love to just have deep conversations all the time. What would you name your first child? You know, if I have a child, I have no clue what I would want to name them, girl or boy. I would love to have, you know, an ancient Egypt name, but I would just love to have a name that has great meaning, has maybe a story behind it. I would do numerology on the name, make sure it's all good to go. So yeah, a lot of thought would go behind it. Chinese or Mexican food? Sorry. Chinese food, you know, I grew up eating Chinese food, absolutely love it, like sweet and sour chicken, like, I'm on it. But I don't think I've had truly enough Mexican food. It's not an even playing field at the moment, so I would have to say Chinese. What do you usually do before you go to bed? Obviously I do the standard things. I shower, brush my teeth, tie up my hair, you know, put a head wrap. I like to put the TV on for just background noise. You have such a nice peaceful sleep when you listen to meditation music and go to sleep. I have a really bad habit. I check my phone before bedtime. Just this world that we live in, you know, I'm like, okay, let me check my phone. I'm always, you know, thoughts in my head all the time. Like, I'm like, hey, need to do this, need to do this. Especially before bed, I think about the next day. I like to think, okay, today is done. Tomorrow, this is what I want to do. So sometimes I even write a to-do list for tomorrow, and then tomorrow I know what the agenda is. Do you know how to braid hair? I know how to do my own hair, so like plaits, twists, you know, blow dry, whatever. I don't know how to braid other people's hair in terms of putting extensions in, which I should really do, because, you know, why not? But I'll be able to do like cane rows or plait someone's hair, but not braid it with extensions. Unfortunately, loads of people have actually asked me that question before, because they're always like, is that your hair? Can you do hair? But no, I cannot. What's your favorite lie? My favorite lie is, I'm fine, I'm okay. Most of the times I say this because I just can't be bothered to get into a whole story of what's actually going on, and it's just easier, you know, to say I'm fine, don't worry. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? Like, it's just easier, you know. You don't have to relive any like stress that you're going through. You just move on with it. I mean, it's not necessarily a good thing to keep covering up what's going on, and hopefully if you have nice people around you, they are asking because they actually care, not because they're going through the motions of how you start a conversation, like, hi, how are you? I'm good. You? Yeah. So, you know, you just have, I mean, in my opinion, I just gauge if it's just a starting, how we're starting off, or if they actually want to know, like, how are you handling, like, how are you coping? What makes you panic? I think, well, I know I have a tendency to worry about absolutely everything. It could be literally anything. I'm like, this needs to be done, I have to do this. I think I panic most times. What makes me really panic, I think, trying to swim because I can't swim. So, you know, that moment where you're horizontal and there's water and I don't know if I can reach the ground, panic. Oh, I don't like driving to new places because I like to know where I'm going, I like to know what lane I'm in, and I panic and start to get, you know, a bit stressy when I miss a turn-in or when I don't know where I am or where I'm going. Even though I have a sat nav, I just think, oh, now I have to maneuver this vehicle, it's just long for me. That makes me panic. I'm like, ah. And my last question is, why is it that some girls will date a guy they know is bad for them and then complain about it to someone who they know likes them? Why? This is the last question. So, number one, why do girls go for guys that are bad for them? I think, you know, maturity is one aspect. You know, sometimes girls are quite naive and we think, oh my gosh, this person's lovely, and you know, it may be the first time that they feel butterflies and they just associate butterflies must be that I love this person and this person loves me. You know, we can be quite naive, so they may be going for someone who's bad for them. They might not know that they're bad for them, or they might know and they still can't override their feelings, their, you know, excitement. They just feel like, maybe I won't get this with anyone else. Like, there must be a reason I feel, you know, because women are, you know, we are supposed to be, you know, in tune with what we feel. They might feel like they don't have power in this situation, you know, because it might be a guy. If it's someone bad for them, most likely they're manipulating the story. They are withholding information to them. They, you know, are doing mind games, so they don't know the full extent of what they're getting themselves into. So there's so many reasons why someone will go for someone who's bad for them. The girl might have low self-esteem, she might feel I can't get anyone better, or she might just be craving attention, and that person, that bad person for them, is giving them attention, and that's what makes them feel loved, you know. And there's so many reasons. I mean, that's a really good video to do. And in terms of talking about it to someone they know that likes them, that's like a really bad habit that normally people grow out of, because, you know, we understand that, you know, people have feelings, even guys have feelings. And, you know, we just understand that it's not fair to mess another person around. And, you know, sometimes girls like attention, and sometimes girls like people to not fight over them, but really work hard to show them, like, I'm alpha and I can, you know, I'm the one for you, like, you know. So sometimes girls just like to observe and watch this happen, you know. They'll be talking to you and like, oh, my boyfriend's such an idiot, and you're just sitting there like, you are so beautiful, you deserve more, like, I can give you that. And they're still not giving you the time of the day, you know. And sometimes they just like the attention. They like the fact that you like them and you're constantly trying to get them. The minute you're like, you know what, why am I still here talking to you? Like, clearly you don't want better, so I'm gonna get a new girl who appreciates me. And then that's when the girl's like, damn, like, this guy is such a good guy, but the good ones get taken first. So, you know, people have to be careful, don't have regrets, you know, don't play around with people's feelings. You know the guy likes you, give him a chance, or be straight with him. You know, respect people's feelings. If you're talking about something that's going to make him upset or make him feel down, just don't do it. Speak to your girlfriends, you know, that's what they're there for. You can provide all the love that you need for yourself, and stop going for these guys that are just bad for you. But at the same time, in terms of relationships, you can't tell people what's right and wrong for them, because it's something they need to learn by themselves. You can have your friend, and you could tell her or him till the cows come home that that person's wrong for you. Why are you wasting your time? They are manipulating you. They are a narcissist. It doesn't matter how many times you say it. You know, you could be dropping the seed for them all the time. They won't care. So at the end of the day, people need to learn. People will learn, you know, eventually. They'll learn that it's not nice to push something in someone's face. You know, they'll learn to be respectful. They'll learn that the bad guy is not the way to go. And if they don't learn the first time, they'll learn the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh time. And, you know, it will progressively get more intense until they wake up and say, you know what? I need someone who is good for my mind, my body, and my soul. And it will happen for them eventually when they allow it to. So don't worry about these people. They do it because there's a lot of reasons. Self-love is low. Self-esteem is low. They like the excitement. They like the low vibration. It just might be a new experience that they're excited about. So there's loads and loads of reasons, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So thank you so much for watching. So glad you could be with me. Those are the questions. Keep them coming. You know, I love seeing good questions. Love it, love it. You know, it's part of self-reflection, and it's sharing things with you and being open. So thank you so much, and sending you love and peace and joy and abundance and literally everything. So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you soon.